Alright, we're back. Yeah, it's not Daggerfall big, but it's pretty big. Okay. I wonder if I got a different quest for each one of these things. Also, I was thinking, I bet the Star Island is actually here. Non-Sweetwater. Okay, no, it's one quest. Okay, I'm actually gonna go place the one in Bootleg Bay because I happen to have a portal here, and then once I set this, I'm pretty sure I'm just done with this area then. I think it's in the northwest. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's one. And then let's just go back to Blackshire. Because I think all the others, we have to like... Yeah, we kind of gotta go out of our way to get to. Well, Kriegspire we can teleport to. Mire the Damned and Sweetwater we have to travel to. Dragon Sand can be... Yeah, Daggerfall's definitely too big. Dragon Sand can get to via a secret, actually. Okay, hold on, let me make sure I checked all the houses here.
Hello.
Star Island. An old temple sits in the center of Star Island. Strangely enough, the number of statues on the island has slowly increased over time. Yeah, because there's Medusas there.
Greetings and salutations.
Okay. Okay, the weird thing is these guys were mentioning something about a leader, which made me think there was like a castle here or something. But I did not see that. This is like the most important looking house. No, that's the chef. Temple? What about the what about like the inn? Nope. Sometimes the inn will have multiple people in it. Okay, so this one's like divided into two areas where there's like sand down here and stuff over here. Okay, let's go and go ahead and go in this dungeon. I think this is the werewolf dungeon. Oh yeah. Lair of the wolf. Okay. These skull piles will you have a high, I think it's if you have a higher enough perception. It's possible it's some other thing. But if you click on them, you'll get a scroll from them. Whereas if you don't have a high enough perception, they cast some sort of spell on you. It's probably fear. It might be different then. Okay. And then these slimes can only be hurt by magic. Now, most of our weapons do elemental damage at this point, but not a whole lot. What I would like to do... Okay. I did not really want to get in range of this guy, because I think he can knock my characters out in one hit. I think that's like his special ability. Let's maybe get a little bit further away. It's actually staying pretty close to us. Yeah, okay. Okay. Can I get like everything in view here? This guy's probably not going to do much damage with Inferno, but might as well use it. Really should have been hasted, probably. Okay, maybe we kill this guy first, just because he's close to us and potentially dangerous. And then, we can try and get all the slimes here. Okay, actually got quite a few of them there. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm noticing that there's one more color of slime, which is more dangerous than the ones that we've seen so far. Ah, it's that kind of sickly yellow one. I mean, they're not that dangerous, but they are stronger than the other types and can, why am I like shooting over it? That's weird. And they can break stuff. But, there we go. I want to leave enough spell points to teleport away and heal up if I need to. Thankfully, this dungeon is close to a town, so it's easy to teleport away and come back. Okay, there we go. Now, I have a vague memory of this dungeon where there's some secrets like right at the end of some of these like long walkways. And I remember at one point getting stuck because I didn't like walk all the way down to one of the area ends and see the secret. So I'm gonna pay attention to that this time. Okay, magical brew apparently is presumably +1 to magic resistance. Yep. Make sure we click on all these things to get the scrolls. That's not worth enough to hold on to. Neither's the dagger. Resistant to poison. I can cure poison, so I don't think I necessarily need to be resistant to it. What about that? I feel like the regenerate spell points over time is it's too slow to be actually useful. Okay, can whoa, 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 whoa. Did not realize that my Day of Protection had worn off. Day of Protection, one of the spells I cast is the Wizard Eye, which lets you see like the red and yellow dots on the maps and stuff like that. Okay. Let's go click on all the skull piles first. And I know I have to do something with that altar, but I don't remember exactly what. I think that's probably all of them. I think I did that in a pretty methodical way. Wonder if any of these scrolls are worth looking through as something to potentially hold on to. I think there must be a button somewhere which moves that later on. Okay, more slimes. I may go heal up after this. Also, the recovery time for Hour of Power is really long. That's the time it takes until your character can make another action after you cast the spell. Okay. Let's see if we can get most of them in sight. Did something break there? No. I need to make sure I have enough to teleport out of here. Got a weird bouncing up and down graphical glitch, which happens sometimes. The way to make that stop is just to jump with your characters, but can't do that when I'm in turn-based mode. Okay, I think I got most of them. Somehow I didn't kill a couple of them. I wonder if maybe they were hidden behind other guys or something. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna go... Well, let me see if I can get to the end of this side, because if I can, maybe I don't have to come back all the way down this side. Shoot, okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go heal up.
Aha.
Sell some junk while we're at it. Do I want to look through these scrolls and see if there's anything useful? Like if there was like a... Yeah. Gonna see if there was like a stone to flesh or something. I think that could potentially be useful.
Thanks. Come again.
Can we assist you? Luck be with you.
Okay, we gotta teleport back to Blackshire and go back to the dungeon. Wait, where was I going? Here. Could have set a Lloyd's beacon in here, but I'm limited and teleported directly back to where I was, but I'm limited in how many of those I can have. And I've kind of got them in places where I want them. Although, I have one in Bootleg Bay, and I don't think I actually need to go back to Bootleg Bay anymore, so... Magical brew. Grab the bodies while we're here. And I already know there's oozes down here still. But not too many left. Only one of my characters has a high-level fire skills, so the other one probably isn't actually doing much by casting it. Maybe we can, yeah, we can probably get the remainder just with the elemental damage from our arrows. Or any of my weapons, to be honest. I think at this point, everything except my vampire dagger does elemental damage. Okay, so does this guy show up here? No. He must be on the other side. And I'm curious if after I go talk to him, I have to come back to this side. I'm not sure. I have some vague memory of something like that being the case. I still need to go down that area, and then I think this altar opens up as well at some point, but I don't remember exactly how or why. I would very much like it if it was just swordsmen here and not no slimes. Ooh, I was gonna say I heard some more, but then I saw them on the map as well. Get back over here. I'm gonna guess there are more oozes down there. Oh, you can actually, I think that's that skull pile of insanity, but maybe it was maybe the scroll I picked up was some kind of insanity thing. But I was gonna say, hey, you can tell what sort of a curse the skulls are gonna put on you. Increased value is nice. It's actually worth holding on to sell. Okay, no slimes actually. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a guy down here. Yeah, there we go.
Greetings and salutations.
Okay, I need to step away for just a second. I will be right back though. What's the main quest in Might and Magic 6? Who are the people you're playing as? So, the intro movie, and then like there's some scrolling text, I think with voiceover. It reveals, so the intro scene is like 4 characters, adventuring along, and they get into a battle with devils or demons that is way above their level, and so they run away and kind of barely survive, and you hear that like the land starts corrupting, and that's kind of like where all the everything's full of enemies right now. and basically we're supposed to go kill the devils, but we were too weak to do it initially. That's like how we started off. So we have to quest around and gain enough experience to do it. But also more specifically, we are supposed to seek out an oracle who will help us. But in order to get an audience with the oracle, we have to get approval from every ruler in the land. So I guess initially what you're actually doing is going to every castle in the land and getting a quest from their ruler and doing that quest. And then once you get the quest, once you've done all the quests, you'll be able to go see the oracle, and then it will go on from there. But yeah, the whole thing started because devils invaded, and we weren't strong enough to kill the devils. And also along the way, King Roland, who's like the king of Iron Sand, but also I guess potentially the whole region, he kind of went missing in the devil attack. Ghost of Balthazar. I was a guest at Lord Spindler's Manor when it was attacked by a band of werewolves that had tunneled in from the mountains. This is the second time someone's mentioned Captain Spindler. And I haven't actually seen his manor anywhere. I fought my way back down the tunnels they had created, hoping to escape. Eventually they cornered me and I was killed at this very spot. Pearl of Purity. In my fight, I managed to hide the Pearl of Purity in these caverns. The pearl will protect you will both protect you from the curse of the werewolves, and will also destroy the altar of the wolf if the pearl touches it. That should free everyone afflicted by the curse these werewolves have caused. The pearl is at the end of the cavern across from this one. Please do me one favor. Return the pearl to Wilbur Humphrey. He is the lord in charge of paladins, and the pearl belongs to him. Okay. Can do that? Okay. So I went down the wrong corridor first. That's what I get for going in clockwise directions. And then quest. The werewolf leader possesses the Pearl of Putrescence, the opposite of my Pearl of Purity. With this pearl, he has been able to cause the curse. I was never able to kill him in my retreat. I will be able to rest in peace, knowing that he has been defeated. Okay. So we're going to run all the way back to the other side to get the pearl. And then we can presumably purify the altar with it. And then we want to kill the werewolf leader, get the other pearl, and bring it back to this guy. And when we're done with the Pearl of Purity, we can also take it back to Wilbur Humphrey, who I believe is in Iron Sands. So we can do that too. Do. All right, yep, there's the pearl. Now we'll go click on the altar. I wonder if that's going to be a ambush when we do that. I don't remember specifically an ambush here. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's purified. So let's oh, you know what? This is actually I think this dungeon is bigger than I remembered. And I'm actually remembering that you can this area is a bit weird because I think you can I think the doors will like every time you hear like that that wolf howling, I think like the doors close and enemies spawn. And I think they may be able to like spawn infinitely. So we may not try and like check every single potential area, and instead just see if I can kind of like get to the next place. I heard something which kind of freaked me out there. Nope. Potentially, but enemies are typically not your main source of experience in the game. If you were gonna farm enemies, dragons would be a better bet once you're powerful enough to do it. And actually, enemies enemies respawn every year. In some of the places, it happens more often than a year, but definitely every year all the enemies respawn. So you can just infinitely farm stuff until your characters die of old age if you really want to. Oozes. Get the rest of them with weapon damage. Okay, something definitely broke that time, yeah.
Good as new.
Yes. I believe so. So your characters do age, and you can actually there are a few things which can age you artificially. I've never actually gotten to the point of the character like aging to the point of death, but I do know at some point like your stats begin to deteriorate. I think that might be 50, maybe later. But yeah, your stats deteriorate and potentially you actually just die. I'm guessing at that. I don't actually know for certain. Okay.
Aha.
Most of this stuff is cheap junk. Okay. Yeah, so I did hear the door close again, so I think there's gonna be... Yeah, they've like respawned here. Okay. Then I wonder if some will spawn in this like middle area as well. Yeah, they did. Okay. That area was not as complicated as I thought it was. I don't know if this side is complicated or not, or I'm just not quite remembering it. Oh. That secret door opened up. Okay. I'm super excited here. Oop, my characters are all weak because haste wore off. And then green is endurance. I could have him work towards 75 without the belt, or I could try and get her to... Okay, no, she's further, or I could try and get her to 75 with her hat. I'd rather do him. I'm a little bit wary of the greater werewolves because I think they can knock you out in one hit. Actually, I'm kind of glad that that one just diseased me, because that told me that the blue ones disease me, which means it's the red ones that knock me out in one hit, potentially. Okay. White is luck. Is this guy at 75 now with no luck boosts? I think he might be. Yep, okay. So who's got the highest luck then? Next. Looks like you. Okay, we're gonna keep going clockwise. I should have cast haste first. There's the door closing sound again and the howling, meaning that things respond. We're still getting to new areas though. Okay, purple is speed. And he's the one getting speed buffs. Empty, okay. I'm assuming none of these are gonna teleport me. You know, I'm actually not thinking the regenerate spell points over time may actually be worthwhile when we're in a long dungeon like this. So sleep is nice because she's one of the people that can wake others up from sleep. I think we'll just drop electricity resistance plus 6. That's just not enough for it to be worthwhile. Not when there's a chance of getting a ring which does 10 doll resistances. This I can enchant. Do we think it's worth it? Yeah, maybe. All these swords will enchant, so... That one's too cheap. We're, oh, we teleported. I wonder if I could have jumped over that teleporter. I don't actually know. Blue is personality. I think I was working on getting her to 75, probably. Okay. I do think this is, I do think the quote-unquote end of the dungeon is, down there. Or maybe boss of the dungeon would be more accurate. I wonder if he will, I will recognize the boss from like a name showing up the in-text scenario. Quite interesting. Okay, I got a lot of stuff to enchant and then also potentially go through and change on my characters around. I think these guys are coming towards me. They're pretty far away though. So it seems like we're be good to kill them. Oh yeah, I can see them moving on the map actually. They're just far enough away that I'm gonna kill them all with my arrows before they get to me. Master Bow being able to shoot 2 arrows with every shot is very strong, it seems. Okay. There are a crap ton of these guys, though. I would prefer to avoid any instant knockouts, please. Okay, maybe I should run just for a little bit of safety. Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm actually gonna save just in case I auto knocked out, but seems like we survived. That we can definitely just sell. Hit points plus 8, we can probably just spell. Yes, for the most part. There is a spell called Armageddon, which only works outside, and that that does just hit everything in the area. But yeah, for the most part, it's field of view. There's also something called Ring of Fire, which I think just hits like all adjacent enemies, but it's much worse than Inferno. Something which I haven't been doing is there are a couple of spells which once you get up high enough, they do more damage than melee, generally speaking. And they're also super cheap to cast. Um, but I don't know if I'm high enough level to them for them to be that good yet. I might be. But also one of them I just don't have yet. Oops. Okay, so it's probably not going to do much damage with him because he hasn't been doing yeah. Hold on, let me see here. So this works best in like small hallways, but if you can that shoots like 7 sparks, you're at a high enough level, and you can just, because it's costs so little, you can just shoot a gazillion of them down a hallway, and that's usually better than melee damage if you're in a hallway type scenario. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. And there's another one called Shrapmetal, I think, which is one of the dark spells. And that's generally considered the best damage dealing spell in the game. But it is still a little bit situational. Okay, what's her... Kind of tempted to do that. See how much she actually ends up regening with that. I know Mind Magic is all about hordes of enemies, but it feels like this dungeon in particular has hordes of enemies. Oh, there's the werewolf leader, by the way. I wonder if he's does anything special. He does, we're never gonna find out. So yeah, that's the black pearl that the guy wanted. Let's give it to her. And then probably everything that we really needed to do in the dungeon. We're gonna check the rest of the area just to for completeness sake. Oops, I see a couple. Where are they? All right. See some blue stuff on the ground up in this corner. Wonder if I can get there. Ooh, my power wore off. Okay, I'm curious if I will like teleport again when trying to go downstairs. Oops. Ooh. Is that really not a chest? This kind of looks like a dead end, so let's go here.
Got it.
Oh, I think that's the
Very nice.
strongest chain. Oh, +5 level. Wow. Yes, I am doing a quest. So, someone in town said all the townsfolk turn into werewolves because they're cursed, and so I'm freeing them from the curse. And I think what finished that quest was probably using the Pearl of Purity on the altar. And then the ghost that I talked to said the leader of the werewolf had this Pearl of Putrescence and to bring it back to him to free him from his curse. So I think this is probably a better buff than that. So I think we've now like done the quest pieces in this dungeon, although I do need to get back to the ghost and bring him the pearl. Okay, accuracy. And this is empty, okay. Empty, okay. So is this gonna teleport me? Yes, actually. Eh. Okay, this does look like a dead end though, which is nice. That club is useless. Okay. Blue is personality. Orange is intellect. Okay, so presumably this will teleport us again. Yeah. Okay, and then so do I want to try and like get out the normal way, or do I want to like teleport out and then go back to the guy? I don't know. Let's do this room first. My day of protection wore off. Kind of a weird empty fireplace there with no fire in it. I think I'm probably almost done with the dungeon. Although I think on the way back we're gonna get some respawning guys. This can potentially buff up to something better than I already have. 3 to 4 points of cold damage. Yeah, it's just better than that. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. No, I think we can head out. Now there's so we haven't gone down all the side doors here. So the question is, do I want to do that knowing that these guys are gonna like constantly be respawning? Or no? I mean, I am kind of tempted to, just for completeness sake. Our inventory is getting kind of full here. Okay, I'm gonna gamble that there's not too much left here, because these, like where I see the blue spots um on the map, it seems like they're all kind of like individual rooms here. These buckets usually don't have anything useful in them. So yeah, just looks like 2 more rooms potentially. Guess they kind of have a little offshoot, so maybe a little bit more than 2. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to go through when I get back, and potentially buff up and change around my character's equipment. Let me go ahead and buff this belt, because I think one of my characters doesn't have a belt on. Oh, intellect plus 8, that's just useless. I guess I can stick it on him just because he doesn't have one. Okay. I don't know how to get to that area. Our characters are... Oh, I was gonna say our characters are green, which means cleared everything in the dungeon, but it went to yellow just a second ago. Hold on, let me check for secret doors here. Wait, not here. Oh, there we go.
Oh! Got it.
Be enchanted, might plus 16. I think that's useless, but just in case someone has the might ring, I want to check. The might plus 16 would definitely be better than what they have. No, okay.
Got it. Aha.
We're almost up to 500,000 gold. And then I guess this is going to teleport us to, maybe? It didn't teleport us, it just, but it did result in one of those, closing door howling situations, which means enemies, respawned. But this does look probably like the end. So, after this room, I'm more tempted to teleport out. We've got another ad coming up in a couple minutes. Okay. Okay. Got a bunch of barrels to go through here. Endurance. Accuracy. Endurance. Red is might. I think I was giving to him. White is luck. Full is speed. Accuracy. And then I think that's good for him for accuracy. Blue is personality, which is going to her. Hey, Nerdy's off. An adventurer? Where? And accuracy. Okay, so he's at 75 without his belt. So I guess he goes next. Yes, I am making use of the so there's a spell called Day of the Gods, which buffs all your characters. By the way, we get an ad starting in just a minute. There's a spell called Day of the Gods, which buffs all your stuff. And specifically, there's a shrine that will cast it at a high level. I'm about halfway through, probably. That's my guess. But yeah, we set a teleport spot at the shrine. So every day we teleport to that and buff up and then drop back. Oh, ab time. I'll be right back.